Hello, 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 Dobles, and welcome to the Thin Crust Flopcast. I am your host, the Chaos of Dragons, and as always, joined by my absolutely lovely co-host. We are joined by Damo.
Sup? Sorry, I don't. Look, at the end of the day, I said I'd still do it, right? And I know we were speaking about it earlier, saying like it's okay, like we both know that you need some time off. It's all right, and I'm just like it's too routine up by this point to do it.
I know that.
And
I
my
know.
mama wouldn't want me being a sad boy, so
I know. My stream doesn't exactly know what's happened because it's not my place to say. So that'll be
I mean, if you
that.
don't mind, like
We'll,
quickly explain it.
we'll get through the introductions first, and then we'll actually get on with it, and then we'll do business as usual. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But indeed, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 36 of the Pizza Oven Flopcast. Ubisoft, Exploit, and X. We'll be explaining about those various things in a little bit. But as you heard, Damo does have something rather important to say. So, because obviously mental health matters, so therefore, here at the Thin Crust Flopcast and here at the Pizza Party, we like to make sure that everyone has time to say how they're actually generally feeling when something is actually happening. So, Damo, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Thank you. So I'm basically taking a week or so off from streaming, as most of you guys know that have been told in the discords and stuff like that, because I've had some unfortunate news that my mama, my foster mama, you know, the big CAROL, you know, she may not be with us for much longer. It's struggling for the processing part because she's a massive part of my life, you know, massive part in a way of, you know, Twitch for me with my community, with Chaos's, Yuri's, even, you know, to an extent my friend Ty's community as well. You know, if there's anybody like someone needed a question being answered in terms of like spiritual stuff or herbology and stuff like that, is like great. And yeah, it's just kind of been one of those. I am grateful though, because at the end of the day I've had Chaos, you know, everybody else with tremendous like support. My friend who is currently on my computer right now playing Sims. You know, just being there for overall support. And I will bounce back eventually. It's just hitting hard and, you know, doing what I need to do really to get by. And like I said, I do appreciate the support, you know, and love everybody's been sending my way and stuff as well. In the mornings, especially the Chaos, making sure I'm alright, you know, and everybody else as well. I do appreciate it. I'm just waiting for that call or message sort of situation, so I'm trying not to consistently cry. And it's okay to cry, but I've been on off crying the last few days, and I don't know how much my friend can take with the ugly crying, to be honest. So yeah, that's really kind of what's been going on. My two fluffy boys, my fair babies, they have been persistently a pain in the ass, but filled with love, as Saber takes his little look at me going, "Really, mommy?" And nobody else can repeat that calling me mommy, because that's just gross, in my opinion. For me, it makes me uncomfortable.
Mommy?
Don't even think about it. You know,
Yeah.
so it's also another reason why I'm taking time off stream, because once I get that message or that phone call to say, you know, she's passed, I don't want my foster dad to be on his own. And my friend is going to take me up there, you know, straight away to go and, you know, see her and go and see him so I can say goodbye, and really just to be there for my foster dad whilst he goes through the motions. Because I have said to him, look, I do want to check in on you 24/7. I'm worried about you. Everyone is, essentially.
But it's not just you though, Damo. It's not just it's not just your foster dad that will obviously you'll be checking in. I'm not gonna lie, I think you'll be happy to actually know that you're doing okay.
Oh, of course, he knows when I'm not okay. I don't even have to, like, be in the same room at random. Like, you've been there, Chaos, when I had a message from both my Moran and my foster dad at the same time going, you good, bro? But not literally like, you good, bro, but you know what I mean. Like, you good? Like, is everything okay?
You good, kid?
When I've not been okay. Yeah, like, you good, kid?
You're right, you're doing alright, kid?
It's just kind of one of them, really. Like, I do love them, both of them. They fucking raised me, for Christ's sake. Like,
yeah.
it's one of them. But I'll be okay eventually. It's just gonna take some time.
Yeah. That's why, I know obviously it doesn't usually fit with the Flopcast sort of thing, but considering the importance of it, I felt it's only right that Damo actually has time to actually say what is needed in regards of the current state of things on a personal note.
Yeah.
Because as I said, as I always say, we do occasionally talk about video games, but we also do talk about other things as well. As you guys know, we have sometimes slipped into various other topics that don't revolve around video games.
Exactly. It's just a podcast really about us two with a mix of, 20% video game talk, I guess.
When it's not what is broken on Sims again.
Yeah, or my PC going,
Yeah. Or how, certain companies aren't buying out other companies, or games breaking themselves, or finding nude mods for very serious games.
Hence why the meme, as much as I want to say we came up with on our own, it probably was created before us, but Sephiroth, massive cop.
Mm-hmm. Seen the pictures, very fucking funny. Want to see video?
Yeah.
Just wanted to see a video of how that. I just want to see if it flops around, or if it's just still the entire time.
I mean, I'm not willing to buy it on my PC and find out. Let's just put it that way. Like, it'd be interesting, but I'm not going to. I think that'd be a step too far, and yeah.
I don't know. I think we've crossed the mark a few times, Damo.
Yeah, pretty much, in a way.
Yeah.
We've done it quite a bit, actually, with the call-outs and the, in my opinion.
In my opinion, go fuck yourself.
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah. Thank you, Damo, for taking the time to actually say a bit.
That's alright, thanks for allowing it, because obviously we don't know when I'm kind of going to be back up at streaming, whether it's going to be next week or the week after, so I'd rather say it now whilst it's still fresh.
But yeah, Damo will actually, you'll still be able to actually catch Damo here on the Flopcast every couple of weeks, unless, well, myself and Damo both agree that might not be a good idea for that particular time. But we'll cross that road when we come to it, and then we will deal with it as seen.
Yep. And I've got my therapy starting in September as well, so that's gonna be.
And by the way, people, the therapy is not me sat there on a chair with stupid looking glasses and some fucking anorak going, so, how does this make you feel?
Yeah, but remember, this isn't normal therapy.
£500 for an hour.
I was going to say, this isn't normal therapy, this is therapy I've had to fight tooth and nail for, and it's not the hardest, but it's one of the hardest ones to go through with.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But anyway, what games have you been playing?
What games have I been playing? Well, yesterday I was playing Outriders with Inventor and Yuri.
Damo? I was gonna say.
And the elements were basically against us last night. Fucking hell.
Makes sense.
There was, a bit of for me, the internet went out briefly.
Oh no.
And it was very brief. It took a while for it to get back up and going. So, yeah, that was fun. Yuri's laptop crashed twice. As well as Yuri's internet being, super scuff.
Mega scuffed.
And then as soon as we jump on to Inventor's World, everything's fucking all toply dandy. We're not lagging left, right, and centre. It's just the game being a bitch.
Oh,
then.
don't, mate. Talk about lag. I was playing fucking Cyberpunk today. There's a new bit I'm stuck on. But there was hella lag for no reason, and I'm like, oh no. This is the game that's going to break my PlayStation, isn't it?
To be fair, it's the game that broke a lot of things.
You have a point, actually, yeah.
Obviously, to those who have been tuning into the stream over the weekend, you guys will have seen me do Honkai Star Rail, and I jumped back on Legends Arceus. FYI, people, those of you that saw the stream, saw me battle Giratina, I found out his location of where he was, caught him in only one ball, lowered his health down to yellow, boom, first ball, done.
Nice, very nice. Have you uploaded that onto your TikTok?
No, not yet. I've got a bunch of clips I'm like going through that I'm just uploading like twice a day, so it will eventually get to that. But I have
once you do, tag me.
Well, I did upload my big battle on Star Rail and my Giratina battle on YouTube.
Nice.
So, the clip, to be honest, I'm not sure if I'll upload it because it's like it's just basically like the 30 seconds and boom, then caught. So, because I did it off stream.
Yeah, but so. Like it's Giratina, and considering I'm assuming it wasn't a Master Ball, that's still very impressive.
Well, not gonna lie. My track on catching legendaries in that game is rather disgusting. I caught Regigigas, the 3 lake Pokemon.
No, okay, I'll get it right. It's Reggie Thickass.
Funny thing is, actually, that's what I called the clip when I caught it.
Oh, yes, Reggie Thickass.
Yeah. And so essentially I've caught 5 Pokemon in 1 ball.
Nice.
Each. So, not gonna lie, that's kind of impressive, even by like my standards. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. Also, give me a second. I'm like.
No worries.
In my kitchen.
But yeah, I was doing that. Obviously, well.
Okay, putting a t-shirt on because I'm not standing at my window.
So, I've also been playing Bayonetta 2, did the multiplayer with Kiwi, and it's rough.
I bet.
No, it's very rough. Like, it's basically like a competitive thing, I guess in a sense. You both face the same monsters at the same time.
Yeah.
But obviously, you're working together to take them out, but whoever has the highest score obviously wins the multiplier of Halos. There's one big issue, though. Yeah, health carries over into the next match.
Ouch.
Yeah. It's kind of rough. At that how rough it was going to be, literally, in the actual thing. And Kiwi's the one that's been jumping on there doing fucking hard mode, and there's me just like do. Got my ass whooped. Oh. Oh god, what else have I been doing? Other than playing Freight Grand Order, as well as a couple of other little games, that's kind of basically been it, really.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah. Demo.
Yeah.
What have you been playing? Because I know this will tie into one of your things as well.
It does actually. So basically, I've been playing obviously not just my usual first thing in the morning mobile game, but I've also been playing some Dead by Daylight. I've been playing some Genshin Impact. Actually, my friend Ty, basically streamed Genshin Impact for a little bit, which Chives was there watching. You know, bless. Well, honestly, appreciate the support that Chives gave for that one. We did a bit of grinding. Love the glasses. Got you up on my phone, so yeah, I like the glasses. I love that.
Yeah, I've got these on my birthday.
Did a bit of nice. Played a bit of Honkai, a little bit of Sims. Obviously, I've been teaching my friends, you know, different little things, like little niche things for Sims 4, because he made a sim, and he is currently, well, he's built the house, he's built the shell, and now he's doing the interior for it as well. So I was like showing him some niche little tricks you could do. So instead of getting the most expensive TV, you just get a cheaper one, and you size it up and stuff like that. And yeah, I've played a bit of Cyberpunk 2077 today. I said I've stuck on a new bit. It's fucking great. I raged at that one. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I said I played DBD, didn't I? Yeah, I played some DBD. That's about it, I think. Oh, and Among Us with you and Keith today. So.
Yeah, we did a bit of Among Us.
Yeah, we did a bit of Among Us. And the one thing I'll be giving a review on as well is the new game, Pokemon Sleep.
Yep.
It's actually quite good, keeps your pattern in check and stuff like that, so it's all good. Like sleeping patterns and stuff. I caught a, well, I'd gotten a dog trio today, and I'm now onto the next island for research.
Trio.
Not a dog trio. Oh, fuck, the bird. The two-headed bird. Not Diglett.
Duo.
That's the one, Doduo, sorry, my bad. So,
as Kiwi would say, your lack of Pokemon knowledge disgusts me.
I have an excuse. Multiple, actually, but I have an excuse. And do you want to hear something shocking, actually, that I did yesterday?
What did you do?
I actually went outside. Me and my friend went on a walk for almost shy of 2 hours, actually.
Went for a walkies.
Yes, we went for walkies.
Bit of an inside joke, ladies and gentlemen. We'll leave it at that.
So yeah, I did it.
Now that you've actually done Pokemon Sleep and actually full on tried it,
yeah,
for a bit, how do you actually feel the app runs in general? Do you think the app might actually be a good thing? How does it like? Do you feel that it's actually helped you with your sleep pattern?
I wouldn't say exactly it's helped with my sleep pattern, but it has helped me recognize a pattern, at least in terms of like how much sleep I get. When I first started it on July 25th, I had 7 hours and 44 minutes sleep. The 26th, 7 hours dead on. Then on 27th, 6 hours 22 minutes. Friday, 6 hours 31 minutes. And yesterday, 6 hours and 3 minutes, basically. But it does tell you, like, different types of sleeping. So obviously, the first one, slumbering type. Then the second one, dozing type. Third one, snooze type. And the last two, balance type. As well. You get to literally, like, cook food for your Snorlax. As well. You know, it's actually really cool. They've kind of got like a little battle pass situation happening as well, which, you know, is awesome.
Battle pass?
Not so much a battle pass, but it's like hey, you get this much stuff. So basically, if I go to... It's called a sleep pass, basically.
I was going to say, I love how... Literally, even in a game that's about sleep, it's like, a lot of people just refer to it as a battle pass.
Yeah, like, literally, you know, stick to your bedtime 4 times is one of the missions. I've completed 0 out of 4 on that one. you know, and it's just like it builds up and you get some stuff out of it. And basically you can redeem them, you can exchange the points. So the premium exchange, you can get a Pokey Biscuit, Great Biscuit, Handy Candy, Dream Cluster, Subs Skill
A
Seed, and
pokey
Main Skill
biscuit,
Seed.
handy
Yeah,
candy.
yep. And then on the regular, you can get a Master Biscuit, a Pokey Biscuit,
Oh
Recovery
my
Incense,
god.
Energy Pillow,
Oh my
Helper
god.
Whistle, Ingredient Ticket, Small, Ingredient Ticket, Medium, Handy Candy, Small, Linking Cord, Firestone, Waterstone,
Alright,
Thunderstone, Leaf Stone,
can
Ice
I can
Stone,
I ju- can
Moonstone,
I
Shiny
just
Stone,
say
King's Rock.
can I just say handy candy sounds really wrong.
It does, it does. And there's
it sounds.
also a... Wait, you're telling me... I can finally get the box. Yes, give me the
You're
box.
like, love, do you want to try some handy candy? Yeah, love, are you into submission play? Have some of me master biscuit. Fucking hell.
I know, but... But
Oh.
honestly, I think it's genuinely good as well because it does keep track of sleep and like if you wake up or like any sounds of movement. Like so far, obviously I haven't checked the last couple of days, but like it also records you sleeping as well, but it will like delete it within 24 hours so you can check it. And it's only tiny little snippets as well, and in almost all of them you have Odin just purring up against the microphone.
That's kind of funny.
Huh?
I imagine it's also pretty sweet that is
Okay,
as
then.
well, just like hearing the cat purring.
Yeah. It's pretty humid, so my friend's just going out on a walk. But we'll still be going on our walk later on, so it's not too bad.
Are you taking your friend out for a
Oh, you
walk,
stretch your
please?
legs. Oh, tell me about it.
She's taking a friend out for a walkies, folks.
He's running with the joke of taking you out for walking.
I need to get some biscuits.
Do you want to get some master biscuits, eh?
We can hear that, Damo.
Look, I can have one once we go halfway around. Then when we do the full walk and have another biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would go further, but the podcast can hear us.
Yeah, we can hear you. Hello, friend.
You're gonna get some dentist sticks? Who for?
Hey!
You're playing into this very well, and you can't hear what Chaos is saying.
Nope. Stop. I don't even speak English.
Does he want some chewies?
I love how you just run with everything.
Nice little dog. What else am I supposed to do? I chase him.
Alright. If he's gonna fuck off and go for a walk, tell him to fuck off and go walk. If you two are gonna have a make-out session, I'm a fucking deaf while you two get your business going.
No, it's all good. That'll be like... that'll be for
Say hi
later.
to YouTube, by the way.
Oh yeah, say hi to YouTube. No, he's just stretching his... he's stretching his legs.
Alright. I assume that's everything you got for Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. I definitely recommend it to anyone, honestly. And you can also add people on there too, and see what they've been like catching and stuff, like Pokemon wise.
Well, I've got some news for you, I've got some news that might actually interest you, Damo.
Oh, what is said news?
In regards to Pokemon Go.
Oh.
So, a while ago, there was a glitch in which people could actually, on Pokemon Go, where they could actually get more than one Master Ball.
There's Master Balls on Pokemon Go.
Yep. Well,
One.
if you have used this glitch, well, Niantic could soon launch... Well, beware, because Niantic could soon launch a ban wave that could affect Pokemon Go players that have used the exploits to get a second Master Ball.
I didn't even know you could get Master Balls on Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Most Pokemon fans know two main things regarding Master Balls. First off, they are extremely rare, can normally only be used once per game. And secondly, they have a 100% catch rate, meaning many fans often keep a hold of the exclusive item until the right encounter pops up. However, a game-breaking loophole is gifting some players a second Master Ball, meaning they get a leg up on other players along the mobile app.
Interesting.
Multiple Reddit threads have speculated that a method can be exploited in Pokemon Go which gives out more than one of the rare items. Back in June, a post appeared in Sylph Road Reddit on the Sylph Road Reddit page. The user said, "I've just had a Galarian Moltres pop up on my screen whilst doing the daily incense. I clicked on the Moltres and used my Master Ball, but my Pokeball Plus must have already selected it. I lost the Moltres and my Master Ball when I threw it. I got an error saying Pokemon not found, and now it's not in my storage." Later, they confirmed the Master Ball had also returned to their inventory as well as the Moltres. The loophole has since gained increased exposure, with The Gamer reporting its existence on July 25th. In the article, the author wrote, "If the loophole allowed you to catch Pidgey and Pikachu with ruthless effectiveness, I'd feel differently. But as it is, the ball's use is still majorly limited. I'm excited to watch the excellent catching animation time and time again." Multiple sources have been informed that the exploit does exist, indeed, and work, and can result in multiple Master Balls can be used on one account. It works on all mythics except for a Meltan, which is weird. However, players taking advantage of the glitch could face some serious consequences. According to Niantic's player guidelines, those who intentionally exploit a bug to gain reward could face a suspension on their account. The page also says, "If you violate our player guidelines, we may issue a warning, degrade your gameplay experience, suspend your account, or permanently terminate your account, sometimes without warning." Depending on the situation, these actions may be enforced across one, multiple, or all of our products and services we offer. You may no longer be able to create a new Niantic account. Receiving a second Master Ball would be against the rules. Presumably, therefore, members of the community should be warned against intentionally using it to their advantage. Niantic also says, "Don't cheat. Our games are meant to be played outside on mobile devices and create adventures in the real world. Don't deny yourself or someone else a fair gameplay experience by cheating." Now, here's something that I think maybe they want to, elaborate on, Niantic. Just as someone who's not a player of Pokemon Go, what happens if someone unintentionally gets the second Master Ball? What happens to them? What happens if it happens by pure accident? What if they're literally just playing and it happens? Will they receive the ban or the suspension? Or are you guys just going to be like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough. We see that it just happens. You weren't intentionally deemed to do it. Fair enough. You get to keep it." Or should they actually, come to you guys and actually report what's happened? They kind of need to, elaborate on some things like that. Obviously, the exploit to get multiple Master Balls, there's been many exploits across many Pokemon games that have allowed for stuff like this to happen. In the more recent games, the only way to really get multiple Master Balls is usually through trades now. So, it's kind of it's Niantic kind of need to elaborate on the accidents, on those that are trying to cheat. Obviously, the whole idea of the thing cheating in itself is not good, considering what Pokemon Go actually is. But at the same time, Nintendo hasn't really punished those that have actually done stuff like that. So why should in the same breath, why should Niantic then go out of their way and punish those that are doing that on their game? Is it because their game is a live service, whereas the Pokemon games that Nintendo have brought out aren't necessarily live? If you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to play Pokemon Go, you need to be constantly be connected to the internet. So in turn, that's what I mean by a live game service. Whereas Pokemon, you can play it offline. So I just think if they're gonna do something like that, then you know they may want to elaborate on a few things first. But that's something that they may want to. Something that you guys, if you're curious, may want to actually look into. Who knows? Maybe actually, maybe actually email them or something. Actually try and get further information. Find out, because seriously, actually possibly not being able to make another Pokemon Go account or anything that Niantic make is pretty huge. So getting elaboration on stuff could actually be the difference. So then it would possibly make them aware that, hey, there are people here that are concerned about this, but they just want to make sure that if it happens by pure accident, they aren't likely to be in trouble. So just so an idea of maybe something you guys want to actually try and do at least. Demo?
Sorry, yeah, I was just responding to a message. Give me one moment.
Yeah. No worries.
So obviously, Pokemon Sleep, it was only in select regions at the time, but obviously I'm assuming it's now worldwide on that front. So we don't.
Well, there's been no reports about it being worldwide yet, so.
I know it's obviously available here, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But on to the next one very quickly. If you're sick of video games, Game Pass Ultimate now comes with free anime. And the article was video games, let's be honest, they're pretty passé, aren't they? You waggle the sticks, click the mouse, things die, someone asks you for money. It's all been there, done that. But fret not, because you don't have to play them anymore. Your Game Pass Ultimate subscription now comes with a time-limited free Crunchyroll subscription, giving you access to the world's largest anime library at no extra cost. It's to mark Anime Month, which is also why they built Stonehenge back in the day. That is a bad joke.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a very bad joke. We're just going to ignore that. Game Pass Ultimate members can parlay their subscription into a 75-day membership of Crunchyroll Mega Fan. You could get it via the Xbox app on your PC, although you won't be able to grab it if you're a previous trial user from the past year. Once you sign up, you'll get access to over 1,300 programs with mystifying titles in Crunchyroll's voluminous anime library. That means stuff like One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Nichijou, and I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. Apparently that's a fucking anime. That's a title and a half. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
there is
Anyway.
one. There's one there. It's called "Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon?"
I mean, you got a point. Yeah, I swear.
I mean, there's
That's
one where
all
literally dude gets reincarnated as a fucking vending machine. So
Oh dear.
yeah, not gonna lie. I've seen episode 1. It looks funny as fuck.
But the person then goes on, the person who wrote the article goes on to complain that some of the stuff that they love is not on there. At least in the UK anyway. And yeah, basically, you can now watch anime for apparently 75 days as long as you haven't got a previous account with Crunchyroll, which kind of makes sense because it then brings more people in, all that good stuff. But at the same time, what about for the people that have been watching for years on Crunchyroll? Does not make sense. But hey, free anime. If you don't have a Crunchyroll account, go ahead and use that if you have an Ultimate Game Pass for the Xbox, I guess. But on to the next one. Fallout 4 gets massive free overhaul, bringing game to modern standards. It's received a huge update that fixes all of its bugs, quote unquote, and alters its gameplay for more of a modern feel. Bethesda has been very quiet in regards to the Fallout series recently. Apparently, Fallout 5 is years away, set for release following the Elder Scrolls, and rumors of that Fallout New Vegas will be getting a remaster or a sequel seem too good to be true. For the time being, fans are stuck playing previous titles in the series like New Vegas, Fallout 3, and of course Fallout 4.
Well, to be honest, a lot
This
of people would love to actually see a Fallout New Vegas drop, because a lot of people have actually turned around and said Fallout New Vegas was actually better than Fallout 3.
I mean, yeah, to an extent, but it's neither here nor there, in my opinion.
I'm just
despite
saying
you-
what the general consensus have been.
No, I understand that.
Hey, who knows?
despite
Maybe
you-
if they do make a remake of it, they might be able to actually, maybe overshadow their massive loss they took after 76.
Who knows, to be honest. But the article goes on to say, despite being riddled with bugs, some of which are still ruining playthroughs today, Fallout 4 is one of the most successful Fallout games of all time. While it's highly likely it'll be surpassed by Starfield later this year, it remains a great Fallout title. Ha ha ha. And one of many fans have had a blast playing and modding since release in 2015. After several DLC expansions, the game was left behind for Fallout 76 and hasn't been touched by Bethesda since, not even with an optimization update for Xbox Series X and S, as well as PS5. Luckily, the modding community haven't given up on it yet, recently releasing what we'd call the definitive Fallout 4 mod, that eliminates almost all bugs and glitches, as well as enriching the gameplay and bringing it up to more modern standards. Called Fixes and Technical Enhancements, it combines around 220 bug fixing and gameplay mods and alters items, enemies, NPCs, companions, weapons, VFX, and much more. Other improvements including enemy level scaling to keep the challenge consistent across all areas of the game, boosted movement speed, and enhanced settlements. The one responsible for the combined mod, The Sound of Snow, said the aim was to release something that would fix bugs, make changes that make sense, and introduce subtle improvements for more satisfying gameplay. Overall, this mod is an incredible addition to the game. Aside from less bugs and glitches negatively impacting immersion and progress, the gameplay changes make Fallout 4 feel much more accessible by modern standards, whether it will be your first or 100th playthrough. So hopefully some of the changes implemented will find their way into development of Fallout 5, which may have its work cut out for it, especially if Starfield and the Elder Scrolls live up to their marketing. To be honest, the fact that we had to wait for someone to mod it, again, I actually thought Bethesda was actually going to be like getting off their ass and going, let's dust off this whole thing.
Bethesda getting off their ass. I'm sorry. Bethesda's modding community. The modding community for Bethesda games is way more active than the development team. I'm pretty sure those modders could actually create a new Fallout or Elder Scrolls game in a quicker time than it's taken them to actually get through shit.
Yep, that could be said for a lot of games out there, honestly. Just saying.
Sims mod team, hello, get ready to make the next Sims game.
Oh yeah, no, seriously, some of them are actually working for the Sims team now at EA, so they've had to give up like their mods to be able to do so, unfortunately. But I like the fact that they're being more involved with the game now.
Yeah, who knows? Let's hope they, don't. Hopefully, the next Sims game isn't, done in the same way that the past couple of Sims games have been done, where the base game comes out and it's got literally next to nothing that the previous game had with all the DLC, and then they eventually bring out all the packs that basically charge you an arm and a fucking leg for. Oh wait, Bethesda will do that because hey, if you want anything new in regards of Bethesda, you gotta go to the Bethesda store and pay $7.99.
Why do you think there's an entire meme out going, oh, yeah, no, you can't unlock that. $4.99. That's been a major thing within the Sims
if you would like to
years.
actually continue with this part of the Flopcast, go to Bethesda store and pay $4.99 to unlock the next 20 minutes. Oh god. I have something, Damo, which might actually, be good, especially considering how big the game was essentially for the channel, considering it lasted for so damn long. Digimon Survive.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not uh-oh, actually. It's basically pretty much reached its anniversary now, 1 year anniversary. And though Digimon Survive was plagued with all sorts of stuff, ranging from budget constraints, engine switches, and even being moved around to different developers, Digimon Survive wasn't exactly the game that a lot of people were expecting when it was announced back in 2018. And then when it came out last year, a lot of people have said it's a great game, but some people have also criticised it, saying it's not what the series needed. I personally feel, this is my own personal feeling on it, and I'm pretty sure some of the other people that joined in with the voice acting project on it will agree that Digimon Survive was a fantastic game, and it wasn't a case of what the franchise needed, it was a case of it was something completely different from what the franchise had done, and it was a nice change of pace. Obviously, that just might be me being biased, considering how much time and energy myself and several others put into actually going through the game. Especially with our voice acting project.
Oh, yes. How long did that take us to finish again, by the way?
6-7 months.
Yeah, 6-7 months it took us to finish doing all the voice acting and stuff like that. And all things considered, it just started out with literally just chaos and myself.
Yeah, and it ended up spiraling into what we now have, obviously, the voice acting, basically, crew of our community. So, yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did a massive thing for us in terms of that. Honestly.
Yeah, it opened up some doors and gave people the opportunity to actually do voicing. So,
yeah.
I'll say this, Bandai Namco, though a lot of people may not appreciate what you guys did in regards to Digimon Survive, I can say thank you very much. Now, on to the next bit of news for Digimon Survive, actually. Now, obviously, it's been a year, and a lot of people have actually kind of said, Bandai Namco have confirmed that there are multiple Digimon projects that are now in development, signalling a positive outlook for the franchise's future games. Digimon Survive obviously could have come out earlier, but considering it was suffering from budget constraints and obviously being swapped around by different developers as well as engines, could it have been better? Yeah, but the same can be said for any game. Was I expecting the emotional train that I got from playing it? No. I was not expecting it to be what it was, and one thing I think a lot of people are forgetting is, because a lot of people compare Digimon and Pokemon, and that is a lot of people's big mistake. Digimon is vastly different to Pokemon, because A, the anime is darker, B, it's digital creatures that have sentience, and C, it's not just constantly doing the same thing. Whereas the Pokemon games have basically done the same thing, rinse and repeat for years. And yet they're a success. And yet Digimon, they can't seem to get the right formula down on what they feel they want to do. And yet, when a Digimon game comes out, you'll always see me very excited about it. Digimon is seen as the lesser Pokemon game. Yeah. My response to those that actually say that Digimon is a lesser series, fuck off. But as stated, Bandai Namco have announced obviously future that there are actually several projects in the works. So as more information about that comes out, obviously we will let you know here on the Flopcast, and who knows, might result in more voice acting projects from us lot.
Who knows?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
From something good to something bad.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Ubisoft. That's something that we've not actually spoken about for a while. It was... Well, this came to my attention. It's not actually been a news article, but it came to my attention that Ubisoft has basically now done the thing where if your Ubisoft account is inactive for a prolonged period of time, they will delete your account and games. Yeah. So it's... But the thing is, apparently you can recover your account. You have to contact them via a ticket. But it's like,
Oh, wow.
that should not be the case, Ubisoft. I'm sorry, that's a bad move. What about those that have Ubisoft games on other systems and yet don't play them for a prolonged period of time? Are you going to delete their accounts? Like, I've got a bunch of Ubisoft games on PlayStation. I've got a bunch of Assassin's Creed games I haven't played for a while. Does that mean that... Apparently... what was found on Twitter... Sorry, X.com. One person had this email from Ubisoft. We notice that you have not been using your Ubisoft account associated with the email address. We have temporarily suspended your inactive Ubisoft account and will be closing it permanently in 30 days in accordance with our terms of use. Why are you guys deleting accounts? Are you guys running out of space or something?
Right.
And the response they got on social media was from Ubisoft support. And you can tell this is probably a robot response. Hey there, we just want to chime in that you can avoid the account closure by logging into your account within 30 days since receiving the email pictured and selecting the cancel account closure link contained in the email. We certainly do not want you to lose access to your games or account. So if you have any difficulties logging in, then please create a support case with us. This shouldn't be a thing in the first place.
Nope.
Bruh. The hell is wrong with you, Ubisoft? Pull your necks in. Get with the program. What do you think about this demo? Should companies actually, if people aren't playing their games for a prolonged period of time, for various reasons, should they then receive an email basically saying that, oh, but we haven't seen you using this account. We're going to basically close your account in 30 days after you've received this email.
The way I see it is, obviously, unfortunately, they are one of the companies that can do what they want, despite the fact that we may or may not like that. But in my opinion, they shouldn't actually be doing that, because then it's, they lose out. Because I'm not being funny. Luckily, I still use mine due to a variation of games, but if they were to do that to me personally, I'm sorry, I would genuinely be that kind of petty and let everybody know, hey, by the way, I'm not going to be able to play this with you anymore because they're deactivating my account and deleting all the purchases I've made just to pre-warn you.
It's
not
gonna lie, sorry to cut you off there, but basically, I'm just reading this again. It's almost like they're stealing. Like, we've taken your money. We've taken your money. You've purchased our games, so therefore, because you haven't used it for a while, because hey, guess what? Not everyone's able to actually get on their account on a constant. Not everyone's able to actually play games on a constant.
Technically, and this is genuinely unfortunate, technically, if you buy a game, it's mainly if you buy it digitally now, you are basically buying a license for not temporary use, obviously. Regardless of what you should use it for, whether it's permanent or temporary or whatever. It's not even a legal thing either, because of this fact of they've kind of stated yeah, we are doing this, it's now in our policy, you should have read our T's and C's. but at the same time, we're paying for a license, and if they want to revoke that due to inactivity, technically they can.
But here's the thing, though.
I don't like it though.
Here's
It's
the thing,
fucking
though.
stupid.
Here's the thing, though. Like, you're paying for the full game. If you were like renting it, like it was only, and you only had it for a short period of time, fair enough. I could get
Fair
that.
enough, yeah.
But that's not the case. That is not the case.
This is the point, though. Like, how everything works nowadays. Because I did very minimal research into it, because there was something about, like, another game or something. I think it was actually Sims related or something. It was, like, ages ago. And someone pulled up an article basically stating the T's and C's that you are literally basically buying a license. If, however, that company chooses to basically revoke the license, which in this case is the full game, they can do so without hesitation. And even though they should really, in a way, warn you, like, this is, like, you know, this is that, this is this, whatever, yeah, they can do it, unfortunately. I don't like it. Like I said, I think it's stupid and it shouldn't be a thing in the first place. Like, you're paying for a game to keep. Yeah, you pay at this rate with Ubisoft. You're paying for a game that effectively you may not be able to keep forever, and it's disgusting.
One person's basically said this: we don't want you to lose access to your games. Then how about you not delete people's accounts containing software they paid to access? This should be illegal, and by God, do I hope a class action lawsuit comes your way and you lose. But the thing is, because it is part of their terms and services. But the thing is, like, when did it become part of their terms and services?
They probably updated it. You know, like when companies send those emails saying, "Oh, we've updated our privacy policy and our terms of service."
Here's the thing. I've had no email in regards to that. I have a Ubisoft account. I've had no email like that.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, you know how, like, every year when they update it specifically and they send you an email to say, right, here you go, press the I agree button, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
it might just be worth checking out the T's and C's just in case they have actually legitimately put it in there or not, because if they haven't and they've done that and pulled a sneaky one, they are liable to be sued.
Yeah.
For millions, if not billions, and to the point that the company could go bankrupt.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a warning, people, if nothing else. I would advise you, or if you can, log into your Ubisoft account and just make sure, obviously, like, that you're still there. Go through your stuff. Look through the terms and conditions. Look through the terms of use. And, like, if there is something that has basically popped up and is about to close your account, make sure that you prevent that from happening. So, just have a look at it, people. And one more little thing here that has basically kind of been essentially a massive joke across social media this past week. David knows what this is about, because you and I have both had a laugh at this. Twitter is no more. Well, the name at least. Elon Musk has decided to actually change Twitter's name and logo to now it is the company is now even no longer Twitter Inc. It is now X Corp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, just change it to X videos.
The reason why this is actually the reason why I'm actually bringing up something like this is because loads of companies, as well as various other influencers across various social medias, as well as this platform itself, have basically used this social media, but have started to deviate away from it because people were getting, like, feeling absolutely ridiculous in regards of it because they thought it was stupid. One of also things that I've heard and saw was if you have purchased the check mark, or sorry, the blue subscription, as it's called. Not sure what it's going to be called now, though it's no longer like the Twitter Blue. X subscription. Hello, X videos. I would like to talk to you about something. But yeah, apparently if you have the subscription for the check mark, and you go to change your name or profile pic, you will lose that subscription. So they take your money, and if you were to go change something that's basically part of the service that's meant to be provided on any form of social media, then they could basically just say, yeah, no, you no longer have access to the things that you paid for because you decided to actually do a name thing to go along with some sort of season or something like that. Or because you've had a brand change, so therefore we're removing that. So, yes. Also, the reason why this came to my attention mainly because one morning I woke up, jumped on Twitter, the site formerly known as Twitter, sorry, and I was seeing X videos trending. Click on it because I'm curious, and literally, it's not just like it's not just streamers, YouTubers, VTubers, authors are even taking the piss out of this. And this has also even gotten the ire of Stephen King. Yep. The author has even actually shown his... According to the article that I'm seeing here off from thestreet.com, according to the article, apparently even Stephen King has, well, not too best pleased with this. With the change. Currently, I believe on Twitter, I saw, well, the site formerly known as Twitter. It's going to take me a while to get used to that. Apparently, what I saw earlier today was RIP Twitter. Hashtag bring back Bluebird. So, it's going to be interesting to see kind of what's going to happen. Because this article, not gonna lie, it doesn't exactly, well, it basically says exactly what Mr. Musk is actually doing. When talking about changing social media platforms' name and logo, Musk, because basically talked about, obviously, him buying the company and blah blah blah. But Musk wasn't finished tinkering with his multi-billion-dollar toy. Yeah. Apparently, is the company's value has dropped from 20 billion to 14.41 billion. Big oof there, my dude. I know it's got nothing to actually really do with video games, but considering the fact that it is a major social media platform that many companies, game companies, businesses, streamers, influencers, and regular people use, it's kind of major news in regards to things. So, yeah, a bit amusing to, it'll be amusing to see the fate of X.com. That's basically what's being called now. Tell you something, X definitely ain't gonna give it to you.
Oh, jeez, that is...
Is it bad? Yes. Is it warranted? Yes. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final 2 minutes of the Flopcast. I'll be uploading this not long after, obviously, we go. I do have a raid target that we will obviously go to. But yeah, Damo, thank you for joining as always, and thank you for sharing your personal business
Yes, sir.
as it currently stands. Very much appreciate it. And I believe I speak for everyone within the pizza party when I say this, except for Charles. He can go fuck himself. We all send much love and hugs your way, and we're here for you.
Thank you, honestly.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's obviously not easy when someone that you really care about is basically when you know they're on very limited time. I get it. I understand. So, if at any point you need to talk or anything, just let me know. You can sit, you can unload, and I'll shut my mouth and just listen, or I'll just do my usual anecdotes of bullshittery.
I appreciate it, dude, honestly.
Yeah, no worries. We've all got your back.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just trying not to get emotional.
It's fine, Damo. It's fine. But yeah, as stated, I will be uploading this as soon as possible, as requested by Damo. And the next episode of the Flopcast will be on the 14th of August. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Flopcast. And remember, people, if you have the time, if you can, just send some love and hugs to those you care about. Because you never know when they might be gone. Let people know that you care about them. Because you letting them know that you care about them will actually mean a lot more than anything material, than any money. Granted, money does help. But love and affection is how those of us with actual hearts and souls actually get by. I know, we have hearts and souls here. Problem is, we're trying not to get them stolen. But yeah, we are gonna go ahead and raid out. Now, I do have one of there are one or two. I got two targets, Damo. We have the Snake Lady, and we have the Reaper.
The Reaper.
The Reaper. Alright, yo. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a good rest of the day and YouTube. If those of you that watch this on YouTube, I hope you guys enjoy. And obviously look forward to, well, possibly another plethora of clips coming your way, no doubt. You can find my co-host Damo at twitch.tv/itsDamu. Obviously, they won't be streaming for a bit, obviously for personal reasons, as stated earlier, but you can find them there. Make sure that you give them a follow so you can show your love and support. But yeah, obviously it's going to be raiding out. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you all in the next one. And as always, raise your pizzas high and say it with me. Stay chaotic.
Chaotic.
And live for the challenge.
And live for the challenge.
Bye.
Bye.